What is up, guys? It is Hitstock Scene. So today we're going to be doing a few M4A1 classes to pretty much fit your playstyle. Me personally, M4A1 is one of my favorite weapons. I think it's pretty great. So yeah, I'm going to be creating a few classes based off of like what playstyle you like run, like whether you like to flank people, you like to go for like an aggro type playstyle. I'll have all of them for you. So the first one we're going to be going is just for like an all-around type one. Like, this one pretty much does a good job, but it's not like it's specifically like amazing in one, or it's not like it's specifically bad in like a specific one. So for this build, we have the monolithic suppressor as a muzzle, because you don't want to be able to like get flanked because they reveal your position through the sound. So yeah, monolithic suppressors, in my opinion, is the best muzzle and like best suppressor in general out of all of these suppressors. But if you don't have this, you can just run the tactical. It's almost as great. But yeah, please use the monolithic suppressor. It's just spectacular. So for the barrel, we have the Corvus Custom Marksman. There's a bunch of other ones, pretty much. Like you have the FSS. Like 12.4. This is an integral suppressor, so we obviously don't want that because you can't even have two suppressors. This is good if like we were maybe using like an SMG per se. If you don't have this, you can use the stock M16 Grenadier. The difference between it is that this offers you a little bit more mobility. This will give you a little bit more like range, I'm pretty sure, in like accuracy and control, but the thing is that it'll drop your mobility way more than the Corvus Custom Marksman. And although we want to like hit hard and also have like good recoil control, you don't want to be like a slug, you know. So yeah, I suggest the Corvus Custom Marksman. For the underbarrel, we have the first level underbarrel, and it's also one of the best ones for the M4A1. It is the Commando Foregrip. You know, we're trying to bring up that aiming stability and that recoil stabilization. So it's always an amazing part. For the ammunition, we have the 60 round mag. The 60 round mag and the 50 round mag, you can choose either one. This will give you a little bit more mobility. But honestly, I just like running the 60 round mag just because I get 10 extra bullets. But yeah, it's really great nonetheless, like whatever one you choose. And for the rear grip, we have the stippled grip tape. It'll bring our mobility up a little bit, which could be really helpful during those gunfights. This is the all around. Now I'll be showing a little bit of a test. Alright, we're gonna be looking at the aiming stability. It's moving barely. That's pretty good, as you see. That's a really amazing thing. Now let's look at the recoil. This is without me pulling the trigger. I just want to point out that when you don't hold down your trigger, it's going to go all over the place. So it's not like it's specifically terrible. So yeah, that. And then when you hold it down a little bit, it generally just stays in the same spot. Here, I'll do it again just because I messed up a little bit. Yeah, pretty good in my opinion. So anyways, we'll be going on to the next one. Alright, so we have the next one. I would like to call this one the flanking one, just because the point of like when you flank, you want to be kind of quiet and also, but like you have like a lot of mobility, you're able to run super fast, you know, do good. So for this build, we have the monolithic suppressor again, just for that sound suppression, so you can pretty much sneak up behind your enemies without giving away your position. For the barrel, we have the Corvus Custom Marksman. This is overall probably going to be a foundation of the build, like a constituent like part of the build, just because it's just really good, you know. It's just probably one of the honestly best barrels. Like these two are the best barrels out of all of them. You could honestly, actually, for this, I'm gonna go for the stock M16 Grenadier, just because you could get a little bit of mobility. You could go with that if you want to. like this has more mobility. But if you really care about like being more accurate when you're flanking, because it depends. You could either be a super fast, like you could be like, not super fast, but you could either be fast and just be like, you know, just like decent with like the damage, range, accuracy, control, or you can be a little bit slower and then have like more range and accuracy. It's completely up to you. So for the underbarrel, we will be having the commando forward grip, just because I feel like in my, like whenever I like to flank, I like to have like a lot of precision. So I'm gonna be going to underbarrel, the commando forward grip. So for the ammunition, I have the 50 round mag just so I could run a little bit faster. As you see, if we were running the 60 round mags, we would be a little bit slower, and also the aim down sight would be a little bit like slower as well. But yeah. And then for the last attachment, we have the stock. For the stock, we have the no stock, which will pretty much increase our movement and aim down sight speed. Which, for instance, right, let's say you're tailing after a guy, but he doesn't know. Let's say you have like your dead silence, right? You could like go over here, right? And then you could just pretty much run away and get a few. You just keep on tailing people because you have like enough like ammo to pretty much just, you know, go around here. You could tail another guy. You can just keep on flanking. It's pretty good. So now I'll be showing a demonstration. The aiming control is pretty good. It seems a little bit like I mean a little bit like dangly, just a little bit though, like microscopically dangly, like compared to the all-around one. But yeah, now let's take the recoil control. This is about, you know, holding it up. I just shot like 12 bullets, I think. That's me like when I put it up. So, and then, oh god, hold on. We don't have enough bullets to do this. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna continue over here. So, right, this is up, and then this is when I just hold it up. Yeah. So overall, it's honestly pretty good. I would say if you want to like still have a little bit like, you know, of like good aim stability and like recoil control, but just want to be a little bit speedier, I would say this is the one for you. Alright, so we have the stealth build. For the stealth build we have, oh sorry, that's my kilo 141. So we have the muzzle, the monolithic suppressor, just because if you want to be sneaky, you don't want, or if you just don't want anybody to like know that you're there and like try to track you from the bullet sounds, you always want the monolithic suppressor. If you don't have that, run the tactical suppressor, but it gives you damage range and sound suppression. Pretty much the two things you want in a suppressor. So for the barrel, we have the Corvus Custom Marksman, just because we want to be able to be accurate from far ranges. So we have the damage range and bullet velocity to increase our range, and the recoil control for the accuracy and control. That's a big help. So for the underbarrel, we have the commando foregrip, just so we can be a little bit more accurate, and also it even gives us a little bit more range. We kind of want this like to have a lot of range, so we're able to like pretty much be like a little recon force for our teammate. For the ammunition, we have the 50 round mags, just so we can be a little bit more nimble, you know, just so we can run around a little bit faster. We have no rear grip, so I don't even know why. I don't even know why we're going in there. But for the stock, I have the Singard Arms Invader. The reason why I run this instead of the no stock is because the no stock would be pretty much decreasing all three things that I was trying to like bump up a lot. So I don't feel like that would be a good thing. And then the Singard only bumps, or it pretty much only bumps accuracy and control a little bit. Not really noticeable, but yeah. It also makes us a little bit like more nimble. So it's pretty much what we're trying to go for, is like a little nimble, like don't be suspicious type play style. For instance, if there was a guy, let's say over there, right? I can be able to like track them down fast enough. And let's say I have like a dead silence box. You cannot hear anything that I'm doing. And then I can just pretty much flee from the scene and then nobody know where I went. So yeah. Now we'll be doing a recoil test. So this is pretty much how the aim stability is. It's good. It pretty much has minimal movement. Let's go. So yeah, there you go. And then this is me when I'm holding it. Just saying, the holding down part is not really honestly have to do anything with like what it does. You have to get good at that, like with the weapon yourself. I'm just doing to see how it like looks like to actually handle it, just like a little bit. I'm not really like, it feels weird like whenever I like hold it down like that, because I'm not really used to it, because I don't really play Call of Duty. I just started like playing Call of Duty, so like yeah, that's why it looks a little bit like sometimes not the best. But yeah, this is the stealth build. Okay, so for the last and final loadout, we have the aggro loadout. So this is the build. So for the muzzle, we have the monolithic suppressor for the sound suppression, just so we don't get like honestly like revealed that easily. Also the damage range, just so we could pretty much fight like comfortably from long ranges. If you honestly don't really care about like sound suppression that much, I suggest taking out the monolithic suppressor and putting on commando foregrip. I am one of those people and I really like it that way. But yeah. So God, what am I doing? Obviously at this point. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, pretty much, yeah, for the barrel we have the Corvus Custom Marksman. For the accuracy, recoil control, and range, pretty much, so it's just like you can just be comfortable from any range, whether it's short range, medium range, or long range. For the ammunition, we have 60 round mags, just so we can pretty much carry more bullets, just in case if we're like rushing. We're gonna be rushing a lot with the aggro build, so you kind of want to have like a lot of bullets, you know. For the rear grip, we had the stippled grip tape, just for the extra mobility while you're in gunfights. Really helpful. And for the stock, we have the Singard Arms Invader for the aim walking movement. You can also run the no stock, but you will be sacrificing a little bit of accuracy, range, and control. So yeah, it's completely up to you. This is a little bonus one, but I'm just going to show you what I honestly like to use. So I like to put on the Commando foregrip, Corvus Custom Marksman, 60 round mags, stippled. I either like to use Singard Arms Invader, or I just like to use the all-around monolithic suppress. I just like to use the all-around build, or I like to just use this build. Yeah. I don't really care about the monolithic suppressor that much. Like, I don't really care about like sound suppression. It is really good, but I don't really care about that. But I still run it just anyways. So yeah, let me put on the build, and we will be doing the recoil control test. All right, so we have it on. This is the mobility. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really good. So yeah, it has really good recoil aiming stability. So this is about like, yeah, pretty much all of them are practically gonna be like normal for the most part. They're gonna be the same. Do one more try.
Low ammo.
There you go. This will be the end of the video. Please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, please like too. Yeah, whenever I get a subscribe, it's just pretty much one step closer to monetization and like my YouTube dream. So thank you. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.